Hi everyone. Reb Simcha Bunim from Pshischa had a chassid who was an unhappy person. One time he was planning to come to Pshischa for a Shabbos, and he got stuck somewhere and he didn't make it for Shabbos. When he came after Shabbos, he showed his frustration to Reb Simcha Bunim. So Reb Simcha Bunim told him, Shabbos is the biggest machnis oich. Shabbos is the best at hospitality. When Rosh Chodesh happens on Shabbos, Shabbos gives away the maftir. Shabbos gives away the musaf. When Yom Tov happens on Shabbos, Shabbos gives away all the davenings and the whole Kriyas HaTorah. And when Yom Kippur happens on Shabbos, Shabbos is giving away even the eating, because it's the day of Mechilas Avonos. But there is one day that Shabbos doesn't accept and always pushes away, Tisha B'Av, because sadness has no room on Shabbos. Parshas Savo, we read the Toichacha. 98 klolis, 98 curses. And it says that the reason for all these klolis is Tachas asher lo yavato es Hashem Elokecha b'simcha. You did serve Hashem, but without simcha, without happiness. And the question is, really? That is the reason why to receive all of that? Because I served, but without simcha? And the answer is yes. Simcha is the foundation of Yiddishkeit. A Yid, it says in Zohar, supposed to fulfill 248 mitzvahs aseh. Ramach mitzvahs aseh. We're supposed to do. And if we don't, if we're missing even one, it's like if we're missing a limb. We have 248 limbs. It's like if we're missing a limb. And when you're missing a limb, we know you cannot bring a korban, an animal that's missing a limb. And we are also considered the same way. We cannot get close to Hashem if we're missing a limb, if we're missing a mitzvah. And the question is, how can we keep all the 248 mitzvahs aseh? Some of them belong to Kohanim, some to Levim, some to a Melech, some of them are only when Beis HaMikdash is here. And the explanation is, as the Alter Rebbe explains in Tanya Perek Lamed Beis, Ve'ohavta l'reacha kamoicha, ze klal godel b'Torah. The yesod is that we have to love each other the same way we love the other person, the same way we love ourselves. How can we? We love ourselves, we don't need a reason for that. The other person, we always think about reasons. Why should we love him? So how can we even compare it? And the answer, the Alter Rebbe explains that the difference between each and other is only the gufim, the bodies. We are separate, we are different bodies. But the nefesh, the soul, is one. And when we are able to focus on the soul, we focused on the oneness, then we realize that each person is actually a part of one big body. And we don't love one limb more than the other limb. So the idea is that the soul makes us one. The same thing over here. When we keep Torah and mitzvahs, if we do it without simcha, then it's only from our body. And our bodies are different. And then we don't have the capability, each one of us, to do 248 mitzvahs. And we are missing a limb. We cannot get close to Hashem. But when we do it with simcha, then we involve our soul Because Simcha is one of koiches hanefesh. And when we involve our soul, then we become one. And when we are one, then each person does, my mitzvah counts for you, your mitzvah counts for me. So what the Kohen does counts for me, what I do counts for him. And what the king did many generations before also applies to us. Because we are all one. So when we do things with Simcha, number one, HaKadosh Baruch Hu looks at us, kulonu ke'echad, like we are one. Second thing, only when we do things b'simcha, then we are guaranteed that we will continue, and our children also will see that we are excited about that, and they will continue the same way as us. So now we understand that only through Simcha we are able to fulfill all the mitzvahs, and chas v'sholem without Simcha, then there is room for hatred, and that's why this brought Churban by Sheni. And by Rishon, all the sins that they did, also because they were lacking Simcha. And when you lacking Simcha, then there is room for all the negativity. So the foundation is Simcha. And when we're going to show that to our kids, we are, in Mitzvah Hashem, we will be guaranteed that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will see the achdus between us, the Simcha, and we're going to have aksiva, v'chasima, toiva, lashana, toiva, u'mesuka. Kol tov.